Hello, this is Richard Gilewitz, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for Fingerscapes, my recording on exploring open tunings for acoustic guitar, 6-string, 12-string guitar. We'll be covering some slide and a little bit about composition. I have always felt that some people fall into a rut, myself included, and I would like to thank TrueFire for inviting me to do this project because, to be honest with you, it has helped me tremendously actually to get out of my own personal funk, and I've created a few pieces that don't exist actually, just motifs or riffs or a groove, as well as showing you the beginning of some pieces and compositions I've already created and recorded and performed around the world. So I hope you enjoy what's coming up here and take your best shot at it, and let's have a good time. Okay, well, welcome to the first segment here, and what I'd like to do is start off by talking about what I feel is one of the most important things, which is the right hand positioning and the attack. This is almost like the engine in your car as you're playing as a fingerstyle player. And there's a lot of different philosophies, but I'd like to give you what mine is for this recording here today. And so some people may tend to put their pinky on the guitar. I don't. I believe that there's a tendon or something in the back of your hand that connects these two fingers together, your pinky and ring. So no matter how fast these two fingers get, your index and middle, they always will have to wait for your ring finger. So sometimes people ask me about methods of improving speed, and I think one of the ways is to unlock all these speed bumps, which can be anything. It could be you holding your breath or feeling insecure or putting your finger on a guitar or bad hand position or not breathing when you play. There's a multitude of obstacles, so we're going to be covering a lot of that. But in particular with the right hand position, you may want to literally take a Band-Aid or a rubber band or twisty tie or something and tape these two fingers together and try and train them as if they were webbed together. So your pinky and ring finger are as if they were one. And make sure that you don't neglect picking patterns that utilize this finger. And this one is called A. The names of the right hand fingers, the standard classical notation is P, I, M, and A. So your thumb is P, I, M is your middle, and then A is your ring finger. And so I'll be referring to that often. On your left hand, you have 1, 2, 3, and then your pinky is 4. So you'll see that a lot in the notations where I put the left hand fingers above. Then the P-I-M-A I often write below the music. I give it to you a lot more often than, say, you might learn in a classical piece, because they'll only usually just give you the start, and then from there you have to interpret on your own. So what I'd like to talk about here now is about the importance of the right hand position, and specifically that there's this curvature here. Your fingers want to pull straight up towards the ceiling. Your thumb wants to more push down directly towards the floor as opposed to having your wrist collapse back this way. And so by my fingers coming up, I'm going to start off by showing you a simple position where I, M, and A, or my index, middle, and ring, are sort of planted on strings 3, 2, and 1. And I'll set my thumb out to the left. And we're going to be talking about some arpeggio exercises, which is basically your thumb followed by more than one finger in a row, and it can be any sequence. It can be thumb, index, middle, ring, or thumb, middle, index, middle. And then we're also going to be talking about the alternating bass style. So this will be almost like a part of the right hand language. So the position of your hand and the power you generate, that's kind of like the engine in your car. That's the machine that makes all this run. But then the language your right hand speaks are going to be pulling from both the arpeggio and alternating bass style family. And you'll see onward in the video how there are definitely different aspects of combining the two during compositions where they interlay over each other. And it's really fascinating. That's the thing I like the most about fingerstyle guitar. So let's get to these arpeggios and alternating bass styles to just give you a start here.